Hello, welcome back to the media studio here at Fruit Logistica 2020. I'm Mike Knowles of FruitNet, and I'm here with Benjamin Richel and Antoine Lepilleur of Richell Group, experts in greenhouse projects, greenhouse technology, based in France, but exporting your systems of greenhouses all around the world. Benjamin, let me start with you. Sustainability is a buzzword that we hear a lot in this show and just generally in the industry. How can greenhouses make themselves more sustainable, environmentally in particular?
Well, as a matter of fact, greenhouses are really a tool that is helping the environment. Growing in a greenhouse is much easier in a way that you are protected from the outside environment, and therefore you can grow with less use of pesticides or agents.
Okay, so give me some examples of how a greenhouse can be more sustainable than growing outside in the field. You've mentioned pesticides there, but what about all the kind of inputs that go in, water, energy, that kind of thing?
Greenhouses for sure are also an environment where you are organizing the fluids, especially the water, irrigating the water with drip irrigation. We have systems that helps to collect this drain water and to reuse it. We sterilize it and we reuse it as a loop, so there is no water that is going away in the environment.
And is this something that your customers are asking for more and more sustainable systems?
Our customers, in most situations, care about their costs. In drip irrigation, we are adding lots of fertilizers. These fertilizers, they don't want to throw them in the environment because also it has a cost. So they care of their environment, they care of the cost of the running cost of the greenhouses. So it is very important for them to make sure that this water is reused. Yeah.
Understood. Antoine, Richell Group has a reputation for using quality materials, all produced in France, by the way, not produced in other parts of the world, but then exporting those materials and the expertise to create projects in many countries of the world. Technology must play a key role here. What kind of new developments have there been in terms of the technology used in greenhouses that you install?
In order to improve the quality of the materials that we are using to develop new models of greenhouse, we had to go deeper in the quality of steel that we are using.
Okay.
And we design our own profile to design our own greenhouse models, and to achieve the resistance that we want to get for our greenhouse model, we had to adequate the shape, new shapes, using new techniques for that, and also to go and use quality of steel that allow us, for example, to look for more elasticity in our greenhouse models.
I see. So physically flexible systems are important. What about the software, for example? Sometimes you go into a greenhouse and it really is just a glass or plastic construction, but other greenhouses are very, very modern, very sophisticated in terms of the systems that are running and monitoring the agriculture that's happening there.
Yes.
Are you working on that as well?
Yes, of course. We have many partners. We are not doing this by our own, of course, but it's true that in greenhouse industry, we are using for a long time many control systems, in order to control the climate, the irrigation, and also many parameters that we are monitoring and that we are also acting on. For example, in order to get the right climate, you need to get the temperature, the external temperature, the humidity inside your greenhouse, and according to the climate that you want to generate inside, you will act automatically according to the parameters that you previously registered in your system, be able to have an action on your ventilation system, on your recirculation system, and also on your heating system, for example. And all this is combined, influenced according to the measurements that you will get automatically.
Understood. Now, I imagine no one greenhouse is exactly the same. For different customers, you offer different solutions. But Benjamin, maybe I can ask you, is the horticultural system that is a greenhouse becoming more sophisticated? Is this a business that's becoming more modern?
Yes, it is really moving, and it's moving fast. During the past 10 years, the technology has evolved a lot. And this is really what we are doing. When we have a new project, a new investor that comes and asks us, I want to grow a strawberry, I want to grow tomatoes in this type of climate, then it is really challenging, and it is what we are bringing to the table to design this project with the customer, with the investor. And choosing the right technology for the right crop in the right climate is, let's say, what makes the project successful or not.
Have you set up any projects in what we would say are unusual places?
Oh, yes.
Can you tell us where? Where in the world?
Well, I think...
Or the region of the world?
We can talk about a few of these kind of projects. I would say one of the most surprising is in Middle East. Where,
okay.
Yeah, the climate is extremely complex, very hot and humid. And there we had to install a lot of systems that allow to control the climate for the crops inside the greenhouse.
To my great shame, I once went skiing in Dubai, in the shopping mall in Dubai. I believe anything is possible with the technology. Now, I'm not comparing the two. These are systems that can actually give back to the environment, can't they? They can actually contribute positively.
Think about the fact that in every country around the world, you need local food production. And this is one of the strategic challenges of many governments around the world to make sure that they have their food safety. And this is also a fact in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, in China, in France, in Germany, wherever it is. So having a local capacity of food production is strategic for these countries. The climates are different around the world. The climate also is changing. So these technologies that we are bringing are here to help those challenges.
And that's a very positive contribution we see you making. So as long as people keep eating more fruit and vegetables, I hope that demand increases around the world and we'll see more of your greenhouses set up in these different countries in the future. Benjamin, Antoine, thank you so much for joining us here at the Media Studio.
Thank you very much.
Stay tuned for more great interviews.